it's really a place where students are nurtured and they're able to grow into whatever form they want to be, because there's no limit. It depends on the kind of person that the student is, because we also have introverts who come in and they're still able to fit in one way or the other, even though they're in their own shell and they're very, reserved. But that's how they are, but they'll still fit in. You'll find that not only are they their teacher in class, when they go to a production set, they're also working with them on the other side.
How would you describe the campus culture?
I would describe the campus culture as fun, as engaging, inspirational. I would describe it as a place where you come and you'll see the interaction between the faculty and the students. It's not very formal. Like back in the day when we were in school, you see your teacher, in fact, you want to turn the corridor and go the other way so that you don't meet. That's not the case here. They have very good connections between the students and the faculty. They're able to talk to them. The faculty is able to guide them. So it's really a place where students are nurtured and they're able to grow into whatever form they want to be, because there's no limit. What do you want to be? You want to be the best photographer. You want to be the best animator we have. Yeah, well, what's your limit? Absolutely no limit. So the culture is very inclusive, I would say. Everyone is welcome here. If you want to learn, if you want to grow and you're in this space, you're welcome here and you can do all that. So when they don't have classes, we also encourage students to come to campus. They can come and use the space because the campus is open every day until 8:30 p.m. and there's no classes in most classes until that time. So they are able to use the resources that we have available for them. They're able to come on Saturday and support. We have some students who are doing dance, for instance, and they need a space to practice. We allow them to use the space to come and do their dance practice or band practice as well. So it's a space where I'd say anyone who wants to do their art, they're welcome to do it here. And yeah, they have support at the same time.
What kind of students thrive here?
All types of students would thrive here. The ones we have mostly, though, are the creatives. And those are the ones who, they're not going into those traditional paths. So they're very different in how they think, in how they challenge. Even when you're having conversations with them, it's very, very different. That their thinking process, is quite different. They're very innovative. Sometimes they'll come and say, we want to do this and this is the budget. And they'll be like, no, we need to do something different. You need to be creative about it. And they'll go and find a creative way to do it. They'll come up with something and you're like, oh, see, you could have done it. You could have done it, because they're very creative, hands-on. They can implement anything, basically, you give them to. But then it depends on the kind of person that the student is, because we also have introverts who come in and they're still able to fit in one way or the other, even though they're in their own shell and they're very, reserved. But that's how they are, but they'll still fit in. Yeah, they'll find their people here. So everyone will have their people or their support. They'll get the support that they need at that point. But we try and get them out of their shell. That's what we do. We challenge them continuously to think outside the box. Same as we do with our staff and faculty, is the same we do with the students. Don't limit yourself in a certain box. Think way beyond, outside of the box.
So how does the school build a sense of collaboration amongst the students and faculty? Or how does the school help build that community and collaboration?
One of the advantages that we have is that our faculty is in the creative industry. So we have those fun DJs, we have the music producers, so they're all just fun already, and they create that environment. The atmosphere is just that of collaboration, that of approachability. There's no limits. They don't have that, oh, I'm a faculty, you can't talk to me. So that really helps a lot in terms of connecting the students to their faculty. So I'd say that gives us an advantage in building that culture or that collaboration between the two. You'll find that not only are they their teacher in class, when they go to a production set, they're also working with them on the other side. So they're getting these two sides. They're seeing them in class as their faculty member. They're seeing them in action when they're doing the production, for example, or when they're doing a shoot, or when they're going for industry exposure and they're seeing these guys in their element. So that really helps a lot to create, and it's an advantage that we have. And that's why we are very intentional when we are hiring faculty, especially, to bring people who are in that space or currently in that space and actively practicing. So not that they practiced years ago and they're not. We want people who are keeping up with the trends, and then they're able to take the students along with them. So you'll find very, very interactive. The classes are really fun. If you sit in a class, you will enjoy. Not only will you learn, but you will enjoy, because I've enjoyed a number of those that I've sat in as well. So there's a story we tell here at ADMI. That's a real story where a student wanted to come to our ADMI, and they had lunch on Sunday with their grandmother. And the grandmother said, no, you cannot go there. You have to go to a university.